guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to look at anything that you need to know for your highest good when you make a decision. So we're going to channel both outcomes, so we're going to get deeper into that, and we're going to start with the cards that I already pulled before this reading, and we're also going to use a couple of more decks to be able to channel the best information for your highest good. I'm also going to channel some information through my clairvision and clairaudience as well. So I want to invite you now to really close your eyes and to connect with all the piles and to really feel deep down in your heart which one is the right one for you. Hi there, Pile One. Thank you for being here today. I just want to invite you to really think about the decision that you want to make and choosing between two different options. So I really want you to focus on what is the option one and what is the option number two. What we're going to do, we're going to have two different outcomes for each situation. So I just want to invite you to have this intention clear in your mind before starting the reading. So just keep in mind what is option one and what is option two. So we're going to look at the cards. So we're going to start with option one. This is option one, and this is going to be option two. So I just want to make sure that you can see all the cards. So we have emotion, we have health, we have illumination, we have prayer, we have also forgiveness, and we also have time. So I want to start by saying that in this reading we're going to have two different scenarios. So scenario number one is this, scenario number two is this. So what do you need to know if you choose the first option? Basically, the helpful answer in this situation is that you're kind of navigating a lot of emotions at the moment, and I'm kind of seeing, I have this vision of just like, emotions going up and down. So I feel like you're feeling a bit overwhelmed at the moment. So I feel that you just need to kind of sit down with yourself and to find a way to navigate best these emotions moving forward. The lesson to understand in this situation, that brought you in this situation, and for example, if you choose to go ahead with option one, basically the angels are showing us that you will kind of you will kind of acknowledge something that is going to come to light for you, or maybe this already happened in the past, because illumination and Archangel Jophiel in this particular context, it's kind of like, if you choose option one, you need to learn that you already had a spark, you had an idea, you had something that really came to light for you. So it's kind of like, like a light bulb, like just exploding and shining. So I feel that the lesson in this situation is to acknowledge that you already know something very important, and you did realize something very important. And the outcome of option one is forgiveness. Now we're going to clarify deeper these cards. So I just want to understand better why do we have forgiveness over here, and I want to channel more information about um, the outcome of this choice. So why do we have forgiveness? Please show us. So I'm just going to choose another card. So there is no need to worry in this situation. So this clearly talks to me about something that you don't need to stress about, because there is nothing to really be worried about. But I feel that if you choose option one, this is going to bring you forgiveness. So maybe it's a situation where you have some unresolved issues. Maybe if you choose to um, go ahead with option one, maybe you're gonna have more clarification. It can be a conversation with someone, and there is no need to worry about that. But I definitely feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option one, there is no need to worry about this. So because you will kind of receive this forgiveness element that I feel for a lot of you you're currently lacking, and maybe there are some unresolved things about this situation. And I want to pull a few more cards also with the tarot cards. So why do we have emotions over here? So there is something with the wheel. I feel strongly that for a lot of you, you're kind of in the same cycle. So I feel that, there is the same cycle going over and over and over again. So I definitely feel that this also triggers a lot of emotions for you. And I feel that it really overwhelms you quite a lot. And maybe that's why we have forgiveness as an outcome if you do choose to go ahead with option one, because this situation is going to bring you more resolution and forgiveness. And I feel that choosing option one is finally going to help you to realize certain things if you haven't already, because we have the illumination card. So I definitely want to say that, the lesson in this situation is that you need to acknowledge something that you already know. Um, Also, I'm hearing there is a cycle that needs to end. So definitely there is something that has um, to reach a point where there is a transformation in the situation. And now I want to know, why do we have illumination over here? So if you can show us, please. So 8 of Pentacles. So with the 8 of Pentacles, I feel that for a lot of you guys, you do need to learn something. So either you learned something recently, or you need to acknowledge something. So this is the most important lesson for you, if you want to go ahead with option one. So there is some learning to do in this situation. And there is certain information that has to be acknowledged about this situation. And I feel that, for a lot of you, being in the same cycle and, kind of going through like the same like roller coaster over and over again. I'm hearing roller coaster. So definitely with the emotion and with the wheel card, I want to say that 1000% I feel that a lot of you have been through an emotional roller coaster, because I have a vision of just going up and down. So I feel that the most important thing for you to keep in mind in this situation is that, even though if you have been going through an emotional roller coaster, definitely this is teaching you something about yourself. And something very important that you need to acknowledge. Um, and I'm hearing light, bring to light. You need to bring something to light, definitely. Now, I want to clarify a bit more about forgiveness. So, why do we have the forgiveness card over here? So, and let me just do the shuffling. So, why do we have the forgiveness? Why is the outcome forgiveness in this situation? So, the Queen of Swords. This is a very interesting card because the Queen of Swords, to me, it talks about, being able to see things rationally. And, the Queen of Swords usually is sitting with her sword towards the front. So it's kind of like, the outcome is you learning something in this situation, but also understanding that there is some forgiveness that has to take place in this situation, and also there is something in particular that sorry, I'm just hearing something as well. So there is something in particular that will come to light and will help you to be more sharp if you do choose to go ahead with option one. So I kind of see a person, just being super strong and confident in their I'm hearing speech. So it's something that will help you to kind of channel a lost part of yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And I want to pull more cards. Sorry guys, I want more like clarification because I'm hearing different things. So I want to know in terms of outcome for choice number one, why do we have the Queen of Swords and forgiveness and no need to worry? So we have a falling card, we have hope. So hope is always there, even if we cannot see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So this talks to me strongly about not losing hope in a situation, and maybe if you do choose to go ahead with option one, I would say that whatever triggered this indecision and you being kind of emotional, and what triggered so many emotions coming to surface is definitely I'm hearing lack of faith. So maybe you just don't have faith into a situation anymore. And I do feel that if you do choose option one, it's going to bring you more hope for the future. And I'm hearing like chilling. So maybe some of you will take a more chilled approach towards a situation, but also you will kind of step into your power and be, very honest. I'm hearing brutally honest, so definitely I'm gonna clarify this, but I just wanna channel this for you. So you will also be honest, if you do choose to go ahead with option one. Maybe this involves another person. I mean, of course it involves another person, but it can also be in a different kind of situation. So if you are dealing with a person, I feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option one, it's kind of like, you're gonna be brutally honest towards them, which is very interesting. And I feel that there is hope in this situation, and there is not a lot of need to worry about this. And I want to pull more cards. So what do you need to know if you do choose to go ahead with option number one? What does pile one need to know? So we have, oh my god, guys, we have romantic love. So the frequency of romantic love supports our experience to know ourselves through the reflection of a conscious lover. I love it. So I'm just gonna put it over here so you can see it. Can you see it? Let's see. Yes, you can. So, with the romantic love energy, I feel that definitely um, for a lot of you guys, you're trying to decide what to do in a situation. Um, Also, I want to say, yeah, I think for a lot of you, if this is not applying for you in a romantic perspective, just ignore this card. You can take what resonates so far for you, but I feel that for the majority of people, this is a romantic decision. So I want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with option one, it's kind of like, it will result in hope, in love, forgiveness as well. I feel that, being being honest with this person that is making you feel this way will definitely generate forgiveness in the situation, but also you don't need to worry about this. And I want to show you, because after I pulled this card, I just saw at the bottom of the deck we have balance. So the energy of balance basically talks to me about having balance in this connection or relationship. So definitely I feel that maybe you have been giving more than you have been receiving in the past, and I feel that you need to definitely acknowledge that. Maybe a lot of you guys with the illumination and the eight of coins, um, the eight of coins talks to me about, of course, learning something about yourself and learning something from a situation, but it's also kind of putting a lot of hard work into a situation. So I want to say that, maybe you've acknowledged this and maybe you're kind of like, but hey, I'm giving so much more in this connection or in this situation. Maybe like this is about work, but what am I actually receiving in return? So I want to say that, if this is in a career perspective, you definitely have to step up your your step up for your sorry step up for yourself with the Queen of Swords energy. Don't be super brutal, like when you open up about these things that you're feeling and what exactly it is that you want. I'm hearing be gentle and diplomatic, so definitely express your emotions but in a gentle way. um, and I want to say that for those of you in relationships, I definitely feel that you need to um, continue to take a step back, or you do need to take a step back if you are giving more than you are receiving in a connection. Um, because this is a very important lesson that you need to learn. So I want to see more cards for the outcome, please. So what else does pile one need to know about this decision? Let me just shuffle the cards for you guys. So let's have a look at the outcome if you do choose to go ahead with option number one. So, oh my god, we have the stars. So the stars is actually one of my favorite cards. Um, because it talks about, sorry, let me put it like this so you can see it properly. It talks about good luck, it talks about blessings, it talks about the universe kind of, being on your side and having your back in a situation. And at the bottom of the deck we have the storks, which that it like, sorry guys, I can't even speak. They do talk about a new beginning in a situation. So I feel that whatever might have happened in the past, you do need to learn certain things about the situation. And this is just, this, if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, this is going to bring you hope and blessings and good luck. And it will also be generating some um, forgiveness in the situation, but also conflict resolution. That's what I'm hearing. So any other cards for option number 1 that they need to be aware of? Any other information for their highest good? So we have calling in your soulmate. So we have your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So definitely, I want to say that with the stars and good luck and hope and romantic love, um, I want to say that if this is in a romantic perspective for a lot of you guys, um, this is kind of like you being in a place to manifest what you want and manifesting the relationship that you want. If you do talk to this person and you're gonna be honest and you're gonna be open about how you truly feel, I definitely feel that there is a lot of good luck coming into this situation, and it's also kind of like you'll be in a position to truly call in your soulmate. So um, this is going to be very interesting for a lot of you guys, because it's kind of like I'm seeing two people talking about different things and being honest with each other, um, and I feel that you will kind of have a final decision about a situation, and I'm hearing you will decide if you want to still go ahead with this person or no. Um, Also, you will decide what kind of soulmate do you want moving forward. So I feel like this is a very important message for a lot of you guys. And if this is in a career perspective, I doubt it's in a career perspective, but if it is, I would say that with this card, it's kind of like calling in your soul's deepest prayer. Um, so it's literally like you sitting and visualizing and imagining, what you would like to achieve um, moving forward. So I definitely feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 1, it's going to help you reach a resolution about a certain situation, and you can decide what exactly it is that you want moving forward. Okay, guys, so now let's have a look at option number 2. So for option number 2, I want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with this second option that you thought about, the helpful answer in this situation talks about health. So I feel that if you do choose to go ahead with the second option, it will help your if it will help your health overall, maybe mental health as well. Um, I'm picking up on an energy of kind of like a situation that is draining you but also affecting your mental health or overall health. I'm hearing sleepless nights, so maybe a lot of you guys are experiencing sleepless nights. So I definitely strongly want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, it will be very beneficial for your health. um, the lesson to learn in option number 2, so if you do choose to go ahead with this, sorry, I'm repeating myself, I'm also like channeling in the same time. So the lesson for you to learn is prayer. So prayer talks about connecting with a divine source, but also believing in your dreams and believing in a situation and having faith in a situation. So I definitely feel that if you do want to go ahead with option number 2, it's kind of like you need to learn that whatever is causing this, decision making, it's been generated by a lack of faith. That's what I'm hearing. So the prayer card, again, I'm hearing faith. So yeah, I think that's all. So the lesson in number 2 is basically because you're lacking faith in a situation, and The outcome in option number 2 is time. So it's basically having patience. So if you do choose to go ahead with the second option, I'm hearing waiting. It's a waiting game. It's gonna be a waiting game. Now, let's pull a few more cards for this option. So what does pile 1 need to know for option number 2? Oh wow, we have recovery. So you can see it. Yes, you can. Okay, so we have recovery. I do want to say that I am not sure what you're navigating exactly, but it does seem that this is really taking a big impact in your energy. So it definitely is affecting you a lot. And if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, I want to say that 1000%, you're going to enter into a healing stage, but also recovering the lost parts of yourself that you might have given in a situation, but also your health, because I'm strongly feeling an energy of health. It's going to be, I'm hearing a recovery period for you, recovering after something. I'm not sure what happened here, but I will pull more cards just to clarify what is the outcome in this situation. So we have a strong energy of health and, really like recovering from something. So maybe you just have, I'm hearing deep wounds, and oh guys, I have a vision of, blood. So it's like you're, first of all, you're drained because of a situation, but also it's like I think you're hurt because of a situation. So I feel like deep down within yourself, it's like you're in a lot of pain. And oh guys, I have a vision of a deer that has been stabbed. So the deer talks to us about being sensitive and, needing love and protection. And also a deer being stabbed, it's like, I feel like a very sensitive part of you, a part of you that is very sensitive has been strongly affected by this situation. And it's like, there is a lot of pain involved in this. So I want to see more. So definitely, if you do choose option number 2, it will help you to recover, but you will definitely need time. So I want to pull more cards, please. Let's see. For recovery, we have the moon energy. So surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Oh wow. So I want to say that overall you are feeling very overwhelmed and emotional, and I feel like you could be very, very confused, but I feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, it will bring you more clarity. And with the recovery and health together, I want to say that this period of recovery, it will help you to reach a calmer resolution. So also to transcend any illusions. So I want to say that fear creates illusion, because that's what I'm strongly feeling right here. And I feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, you will feel more at peace. It will be a bit difficult for you to navigate, I think, in the beginning, and it will take some time, but definitely I want to say that you will be able to also acknowledge any illusions that you might have had during the past. Also, because we have the surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life, I feel that it will also help you to kind of let go of certain things, maybe certain habits, again linking this to the wheel. So certain habits and certain things that have been going on in a cycle, I want to say that the outcome is that, so for choice number 2, it's kind of like, you're breaking a certain cycle and you're breaking through some illusion that a certain cycle has created. And we also have the strength card. So the frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills towards a strong and balanced way of being. So I definitely want to say that, this would not be an easy decision for you. So let me just put them like this so you can see the cards properly. Okay. So I don't think this would be like an easy decision for you. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I don't think it would be an easy decision for you. However, you would reach a point where you're going to feel more, aligned with strength and with inner peace, I'm hearing. So even though it's hard, you would definitely reach a point where, things would be more calm and you would kind of be out of a certain cycle and certain illusions that you could be navigating right now. So for health, we have also the 10 of coins. I want to know for the outcome as well, please. So for the outcome, one second. So we have falling cards as well, so I will put them here. Just give me 1 second, okay? We have the devil. All right. So I want to say that for option number 2, there is an energy of, sorry guys, for recovery and for health as well, there is an energy of like financial abundance, and maybe this is strongly linked to why you feel like this in the second decision. Sorry, I'm just trying to channel this information. If you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, I feel like there is an energy of money involved in this certain situation. I want to pull more cards, please. So let's have a look, because I want to clarify this energy, like this abundant energy. So what is with the 10 of coins? So we have the 4 of cups, okay, and we also have the sun. So I want to say, if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, the helpful information into this decision is that it will bring you healing, it will bring you recovery, it will bring you financial abundance as well, also settling kind of like a strong foundation for your future as well. Option number 2 will also help you to, I'm hearing, focus on your priorities, and a lot of positive things will happen for you, even though it could be a bit hard to navigate in the beginning. Also with the 4 of cups, I want to say that it's kind of like you rejecting something, so just saying no to something that is affecting you and is draining you, and it's not good for your health overall. And I want to say that for a lot of you guys, maybe this situation in particular just it drained you so much, and it affected you so much that you're unable to focus on your work. and you're unable to focus on your financial abundance. So definitely I want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, you will be finally able to focus on your career as well, and also kind of like have more enlightenment about the situation and more positive things entering into your life. Now I want to see more cards for the outcome for choice number 2. So if we can have a look at choice number 2, what is the outcome? More cards for the outcome. So we have faith. Oh my god, I'm gonna put it here. So the lesson to understand in option number 2 is 1000% faith. So guys, I do feel that you did lose your faith, and with the prayer and the cross, I mean, usually when I receive double cards and double messages, it's strongly getting your attention towards this. And it's kind of like, don't lose your faith. So maybe you're scared if you do choose option number 2. Maybe you are scared about something, and it's kind of like maybe you don't have faith that things will work out. And with the 2 of Wands over here and the Devil, it's like, your ego is kind of trying to talk in your ear and be like, no, it's not gonna work out. It's also causing a lot of illusions with the moon energy. So I want to say that these fears are 1000% caused by, also you could be having some negative people in your life. That's what I'm hearing. And for choice number 2 is also, again, if you do this is a funny one. So if you do choose to go ahead with choice number 2, I'm seeing you again sitting and debating whether choice number 2 is the right one or no. So I feel that this is a strong message of, you need to be very clear when you make a decision. I'm hearing people's emotions playing. I feel that even if you... Okay, guys, so I think even if you want to make this choice right now, I think it could be a bit difficult for you. And I feel strongly that you need more time to think about it. And if you do want to go ahead with option number 2, I feel that you will go back, to where you started. So back to right where we are right now, and kind of being like, but is this the right choice for me? Because of negative energies as well, because it could be very overwhelming for you. You could have a lot of fears. So I want to say that you should take a bit more time to think about this. And I want to help you as much as possible, and I am doing this reading for you and for your highest good. But I just feel strongly that you're not gonna be able to make a full-on decision right now, and that's okay. When we make important decisions in our life, we do need to take some more time. And I feel that the purpose of this reading was more to show you, where do you stand and why exactly you want to make these decisions, rather than showing you what is exactly the outcome. So I feel strongly that you need to go to the root of the problem and why do you feel the way you feel, and what is making you want to make this decision, because we also have the lack of faith over here. So yeah, I think that's all, guys. I hope this was helpful for you, and I send you a lot of love. pile 2. Thank you for joining me today. I want to invite you to really think about what do you want to make a decision about. So we're going to have two different lines with two different outcomes. So it will be option number 1, what do you need to know, and option number 2. So for example, I won't give you an example, but just try to decide about option 1 and option 2. Okay, so get clear in your heart and in your intention about this, and let's have a look. So I'm going to take the cards that I pulled earlier. So option number 1, option number 2. Sorry guys, I want to make sure that you can see the cards. So yes, you can. Okay, option number 1 and option number 2. Okay, option number 1 and option number 2. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying that for option number 1, we do have the shadow self, which is very interesting because basically if you want to go ahead with option number 1, you need to know that there is some, energy, maybe there is a certain fear, maybe you're scared of something that is coming up in this reading, and basically, okay, I want to pull some more cards. So let's have a look. Why do we have the shadow self over here? So there are some fears that you need to be aware of, and this is part of your helpful information about option number 1. So something scares you about option number 1, that I can tell you for now. Now, what scares you in option number 1 is basically that you have a lot of options. So it's kind of like sitting down and choosing and picking and thinking about different things. So maybe this particular situation could be overwhelming you, whatever you're dealing with. And I feel that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 1, you need to know that you will have things to choose from, even though it could be a bit scary. And what is the lesson that you need to learn in this situation? We have the heaven and earth card in the middle. So, oh wow, okay. We have the devil as well. So this is so interesting. You might be a very spiritual person, that I want to say for sure, because we also have a lot of purple. So we have 3 purple cards. So you're definitely a very spiritual person, and I feel that with option number 1, you're kind of receiving okay. You're receiving a lot of information from heaven, but also you're also receiving information from not so positive entities. So with the devil and with the shadow and with Samuel, we have, so I feel that okay, for option number 1, if you do want to go ahead with option number 1, you have mixed information about option number 1. There is some information that you know that is true, okay, and some information that could be false. So there is an energy of duality in this reading, and it's very interesting to me how it's showing us the heaven and earth. Heaven and earth usually means, as above, so below. So it's kind of like also creating heaven and earth on earth. But also we have 2 devil cards and 2 major, like it's a major arcana as well. So the lesson for you to learn in option number 1 is definitely that you need to be aware of any low vibrational energies, any entities that could be around you. I am 1000% picking up on, you're a spiritual person. Maybe you don't know it yet, but you are a spiritual person. And I don't think there is a coincidence. This is the first time I'm putting like all my amethyst like crystals in one reading. So you are 1000% a very spiritual person. And I feel like channeling this information as a spiritual person, from spiritual person to spiritual person, you need to be aware of being in illusion. So 1000% you are, maybe you even do readings yourself. um, I feel that you could be channeling some information that is not, it's not true. Or maybe you could go to different like psychics. You could be watching different readings on YouTube. So I don't think that everything that you are receiving as information is true, and this is affecting your decision making as well. So I also want to say, I'm hearing smudging, so you need to also clear yourself, clear your house, clear your energy. So, us as like human beings, we have to, like, of course, clean ourselves, but also spiritual hygiene is very important. Um, Maybe you're not a spiritual person, maybe you could be religious, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't know it yet, but I do feel that a lot of you guys could be very spiritual. And regardless if you are or no, you do need to be aware of smudging techniques and clearing your energy regularly as well. You could also be having some negative influences in your life. So maybe certain people are trying to make you believe certain things, or maybe they share certain opinions, or certain views on a situation that are channeled through kind of um, their own kind of vision towards life. And I'm hearing, don't listen. So you don't need to listen to anyone. You need to follow your truth. You need to really follow what makes you happy. But also I'm hearing, be very careful, with this information that is being, I'm seeing like someone just being thrown like stuff at. So also with the 7 of Cups, I feel like there is like so much information coming towards you. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're watching a lot of videos, maybe you're doing a lot of readings, and I want to say, you need to also take a step down sometimes, and you need to also let things manifest. And don't believe everything that that you um, that you are receiving towards you. Now, the way to do it, I'm hearing, channel this advice. Okay, so advice, the way to do it, I'm not saying don't do readings, don't do this kind of stuff. I am saying do it wisely. So instead of doing 10 readings, I'm hearing number 10, maybe number 10 is like relevant for you. Instead of doing 10 readings that maybe are not channeling you the right information, I'm hearing, take a break, clear your energy, put the intention, towards the universe, or you can also pray. Just be like, okay, I want to know the truth. What is really the truth? What is illusion? What is truth? So I want to say that when you put an intention before a reading, but really feel it deep down in your heart, when you put this intention, that's the moment when you will receive the right information. Okay? So definitely be very careful with that, and try to also do energy protection techniques, because we also have the outcome with protection and Archangel Michael. So what is the outcome in this situation if you do choose to Okay, I don't think this is like making a decision necessarily. I feel like you needed to know this, if that makes sense. But also, if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, um, you do need to be aware of this information because it could resonate for a specific situation that you could be dealing with. Um, okay, so I want to know more about protection. So, why protection? Page of Pentacles. So, definitely, we have the Page of Pentacles. Definitely, I want to say that you need to grab the opportunity to protect yourself and protect your energy. And if we apply this guidance that I just channeled for you in a real life situation, maybe you're just dealing with, like an influx of mixed information and deceiving information that could also be scaring you, and the outcome is that you need to protect yourself but also grab the opportunity to um, protect yourself and your energy. So I want to pull more cards for clarification if you do choose to go ahead with option number one. So for pile 2, option number 1, what do they need to know as outcome? We have meditation brings answers. So when you spend time in meditation, you see guys, I told you like you might be a very spiritual person. When you do spend time in meditation, it's kind of like you receive the guidance, and I'm also hearing listening. So you also need to listen if you receive a specific information, and if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, you also need to listen to the things that are being delivered to you, because in meditation it's like we're listening to what the universe has to say about a certain situation. I'm hearing don't be stubborn, so definitely don't be stubborn about something that you will find out. And the outcome for option number one is definitely like protecting your energy, protecting yourself. I feel that a lot of you really need to do that. So, but also to listen to like what information is being like sent towards you. More cards, please, for option number one. What do they need to know? If they do take option number one, we have healing. So now is the time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others, yes, even you. So what I was saying, that you could be a spiritual person, maybe you do healing, maybe you're a healer yourself. But definitely I think if you do choose option number one, it will bring you um, more healing. So I wanna pull more cards. This energy is so different compared to the previous pile. Like it's so interesting. Um, okay, now for option number one, what else do they need to know? What will they experience if they do choose option number one? Intuition. So, the energy of intuition supports our ability to conceive the subtle language of the realms beyond the three dimensional reality. So, this is a very important message because, again, I do feel that a lot of you could be very, very spiritual, and I feel that, if you do choose option number one, um, and if you do follow what I was mentioning earlier, and I really hope you do, because myself, I've experienced illusion, I've experienced energy attacks, uh, negative energies affecting me, and like also like I do need to share this, yes I do. Okay, um, like at the beginning of my spiritual journey, like even doing like any type of spiritual practice, you cannot do any type of spiritual practice just like this, you also need to make sure that you protect your energy, um, because you might not be channeling the right information. And that was something very important for me to learn as well. This was before I did my course, and that's exactly what pushed me to do a course um, to know how to do spiritual practices properly. So before I did this in the UK. But now back to you. Basically, I want to say that, from me to you, it's just genuine advice to really protect your energy, because I think you could be feeling also very confused. And I feel that, if you do choose to follow this advice, it will bring you a lot more clarity, but also you will be in tune more with your intuition. So try to, channel this properly, um, but also to kind of focus on your inner healing as well, in terms of what is causing this. This is like an energy fluctuation, so whatever you want to decide about, it's just caused by an energy like fluctuation. Something is like not balanced within yourself, and something is really like, you know I'm hearing like triggering. So why are you triggered about a certain situation, and what is actually making you feel this way and want to make this decision? That's what I'm hearing. So I feel like this is homework for you. And also, okay, let's pull one more card for the outcome for option number 1. Oh my god, guys, we have the moon. um, and again, purple. You are 1,000% a spiritual person. 1,000%. We have purple here, we have purple here, we have some purple here, we have like, no. 1,000% you are a spiritual person. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the fox. So, like, you can see it, yeah? So, I want to say that with the moon, it does talk about intuition. And I think that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 1, it will help you to acknowledge that, maybe not all the information that you have and all the things that you believe are true. And also it will help you to really listen to the voice of your own soul, but also really discern what is illusion and what is not. Okay, so now I want to look at option number 2. So I want to start by saying that a helpful answer for option number 2 is color healing. So I definitely want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, it will help you to heal certain chakras. So actually, I want to clarify it now. Okay, let's ask for guidance. Which chakra do you need to focus on the most? Which chakra, please? For option number 2. This is very interesting. Okay. For option number 2, we have curiosity. So the frequency of curiosity supports our intrinsic inquisitive nature, which is the necessary driving force behind any growth and evolution. So I feel that with this card, I don't feel like they're showing me necessarily like which chakra. Okay, one more came out. We have the third chakra. So the energy of the solar plexus chakra helps us to realize who we are and who we want to be, so we can get a set course towards our goals. So with the curiosity and the third chakra and the color healing, I feel strongly that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, you do need to what would help you in option number 2 is diving a bit deeper into yourself and into your healing journey as well. Um, Also being curious to find out more about, what is exactly not in balance in your life. So maybe, let's say you have a blockage of uh, for your root chakra. You could be feeling, like you're not safe. You could be feeling like you don't have stability in your life. So it can be very like different for everyone. But I definitely want to say that if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, you will experience more um, diving deeper into yourself, but also with the third chakra, with the solar plexus, it's also like your inner power. So I think option number 2 will help you to generate more um, clarity in terms of what you want exactly to achieve, um, but also to give you more inner strength. Okay, now I want to pull. Sorry, guys. No, okay. What is the lesson that you need to learn in option number 2? We have the clearing card. So, again, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. So, definitely, guys, you do have. Wait, you cannot see it. Okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Michael. Yeah, so you can see it now. With Archangel Michael twice, I want to say that for option number 2, you do have to learn something about clearing your energy, but also clearing your ego's voice, also clearing your house. I'm hearing maybe you need to also, sorry, clutter in your house is psychic clutter. So if you do need to do that, I strongly recommend you to do it. So that is a very important lesson that you need to learn in this situation. Um, and the outcome in choice number 2 is special message from your guardian angel, which means that you already have the answer to what you're asking about. So you have the answer deep down within your heart. Now, okay, let's clarify some of these cards. So for the color healing, this one we're gonna leave like this because this one will be a task for you to discover, with the curiosity and the third chakra, but I think they mentioned enough. So this one is for your own healing. And why do we have clearing over here? Actually, they're guiding me to change the cards. 1 second, guys. So clearing, why do we have clearing over here? So clearing, or maybe there is certain, wow, we have the rods. Love it. You do need to let go of certain things. So the most important lesson in option number 2 is that you need to let go of certain things. You need to throw something out of your life. You need to clear your energy. You need to clear yourself. Maybe you're dealing with a pattern. Maybe you're dealing with, I don't know, something doesn't serve you. And by choosing to go ahead with option number 2, this will help you to kind of reach this point of, just letting go of something in your life. And yeah, I wanna pull more cards for special message. So why do we have the special message over here? What does this mean for pile 2? Let's have a look. Why do we have special message? We have recovery. So we have the recovery card. So I feel that a lot of you need to recover after something in particular. It can also mean we have a falling card. Okay, guys, 1 second. So it can also mean, I'm hearing stuff. 1 second. It can also mean, so healing, number one. Number two, it can also mean that you need to rest more as well. And I did just have a falling card, which is wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So I want to say that, with the special message, with wisdom over here, I feel that choice number two is also going to lead you towards achieving your inner wisdom, but also to acknowledge and bring to light a certain message that, a certain message that you need to be aware of. It's something that you already know. So I love how we have intuition over here, we have wisdom, we have special message. So this to me is a reading that says that whatever you choose, it's going to lead you to the same outcome. And I don't feel that I'm trying to channel this message, guys. I don't feel that, how do I say this? I don't feel that you need to make a decision right now. I feel that you need to acknowledge the outcome that something in your life is taking you towards. Okay. And I also had the falling card for tarot, which is justice. So something in your life is like unfair, and I feel that in this context it's very interesting. I feel that you will reach a conclusion that something is not fair towards you, or maybe something is not right. No, something is not right. You will have the opportunity to finally reach a conclusion that something is not right in your life. And I think that this is going to happen either way, whatever you choose. And I want to pull more cards. This is a very interesting reading. So, more for the second outcome, please. What do they need to know? So, let's have a look. Yeah, something is not right, guys. 1000%. We have the ring, which is a very beautiful card, and it's talking about commitment. So it can be about your commitment towards something or someone. But I think that you will reach a positive conclusion about something linked to commitment. So why do we have the ring? It can also be a contract, it can be something. Why do we have the ring over here? The wheel. I love it. We have a miracle, we have a beautiful energy. I feel that whatever you are dealing with right now and whatever is making you feel confused, I think that needs to end, because we have the death card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so you need to end a certain cycle, because also the wheel talks about a cycle. And wow, I love it. Also the ring, like it's like a cycle. So I think you need to overcome a certain cycle. Maybe you have an addiction, maybe there is something that is making you feel confused, maybe you're overthinking. It's okay. We're all dealing with our own challenges in life. And with the ring and the wheel and justice, I think you will figure out that something is not right in terms of all these messages that you're receiving. I don't think that you need to make a decision right now. And I want to say that, I'm just being warned about this message, because it's a very powerful reading. And I feel that a lot of you guys need to acknowledge a lot of the things that came out through the decision-making process. And I feel that either way, whatever you decide, um, you already had the answer all this time, and it's just, you know, you're kind of gonna be like, but okay, but why do I feel this way? Like, what's making me feel this way? I feel that, you know, we have a lot of cards of intuition, wisdom. You have the answer in your heart. I feel that you already know um, what is going to happen. Maybe your mind or your fears or, you know, negative energies and maybe negative people around you as well. Maybe they're trying to make you believe certain things that are not true. And I feel that a lot of you are going to realize this with the Justice card. Okay? Um, Also, I'm hearing another thing. Don't listen to, also timing wise, don't, because we have the time here. Sorry, I'm just like channeling a lot of messages in the same time. Um, don't listen to anything about timing because nobody can read time, and I will tell you this. You know, I did a very powerful course in the UK. It's the oldest college for psychic studies. Nobody can read time. Sometimes we can see it when we're meant to see it, but I don't think in this situation you're meant to see the time. I think you're meant to go for this darkness and, you know, uh, kind of like dark night of the soul, fears, hidden things, um, because this will lead you towards your own enlightenment and also trusting your intuition. Um, but also, I think it will help you to realize really what you want with the third chakra over here. Um, and I want to say that you will also achieve a level of healing that will be very beneficial for you with the wisdom card, because we also have with the wisdom and recovery, we also have a lot of green. And what else? I'm just trying to channel more messages for you. Let's do one more card. So, what else do you need to know as a final message? Let's have a look. So, we have okay, we have two cards that came out. So, the first one is pure intention. The fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all, which I'm going to put over here. And we also have inner child. So, the fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So, I want to say that with the pure intention and with all these cards, and again, if I look at the whole reading, I want to say that you need to achieve this level of spiritual purity and spiritual hygiene. Also making sure that, again, I honestly, guys, I feel that this is just it's a very important for a lot of people, and I will say it, it's making sure that the psychics that you see are also using the right practices for doing readings, um, because maybe sometimes a psychic can be good, you know. I'm not saying no, that people are not good at what they do. um, I'm saying that if you don't follow energy protection steps to help you channel the right information, the information that you read for people cannot be correct. So with the pure intention, I feel that you need to be careful with that. Also, don't believe everything that you receive as a message. And from my side, I mean, every time before I do a reading, I always shield. I put 1,000 layers of protection. I burn sage, I burn palo santo, I pray, so everything is channeled with purity. um, and I always put the intention that even if you shouldn't, no, sorry. I'm also like channeling at the same time. I spaced out. I always put the intention that even if you're not ready to hear that message, or even if there is something that you know should come towards you, if there is the truth, I want to deliver the truth. So I'm never gonna sell you like false donuts. Oh my god, you're gonna be with this person. Oh my god, they love you so much. No. And I feel that a lot of people do that. And you should really take into consideration their spiritual practices as well when you go for a reading. So that's that. And with the inner child card, I want to say that there is a wound that you have that you need to pay attention to. Also with the color healing, also with curiosity, with clearing, I feel that also this inner child wound that you have could be causing you this, um, kind of like ego-centered thoughts, fears, maybe your inner child doesn't feel safe. Um, so definitely I want to say that you need to pay attention to that. And I'm hearing, before making any decisions, you need to see like where is this coming from? Like, is this coming from, okay, I want to improve my life, I want to do this for myself? Or, for example, I'm posting on social media just because I want people to see, and I don't feel loved and acknowledged, and I don't feel like I'm receiving attention, you know? So it's kind of like this example, but of course, like, take it and apply it to your situation the way it resonates. Um, what I'm trying to say is that certain things that we do and certain decisions sometimes can be influenced strongly by, our inner wounds and inner situations that we could have experienced in the past, and that's okay. But I just think that we need to be aware before making any like major decisions in our life. So that's all for today, beautiful pile 2. I hope to see you soon again, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys so much. Hi there, beautiful pile 3. Thank you for being with me here today. I'm going to invite you to really think about the decision that you want to make. And I want to invite you to focus on option 1 and option 2. So, what we're going to do, we're going to basically take the cards, and we're going to have two different lines looking at option 1 and option 2, and channeling the information that you need to know for your highest good. So, just focus a bit on what is option 1, what is option 2. If you do need to pause, I invite you to do so. So, when you're ready, let's go. So, option 1. Option 2, sorry guys, my voice is a bit yeah, okay. Option 1, option 2, can you see it? You can see it, can you? Okay, okay. Option 1, option 2, option 1. Okay, let me see if you can. Okay, you can see the cards. Option 2. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying that for option 1, if you do choose to go ahead with option one, the helpful answer. So, if you do choose to go ahead with option one, the helpful answer in this situation and in this option is that you will receive communication. Um, Maybe you're expecting some news, but this is definitely coming towards you. And the most important lesson that you need to learn in this situation is that you need to focus on beautiful things. Maybe sometimes you could be thinking um, a bit negative, maybe you're thinking about different, scenarios that could not be true necessarily, because we have Archangel Haniel, um, which is an archangel strongly connected to the moon as well, the moon energy. And the moon usually, it does cause us some, illusions and irrational fears. So I definitely feel that for a lot of you guys, the most important lesson that you need to learn in option one is that you need to focus on beautiful things. Um, Also, I'm hearing this song, You're Beautiful. I forgot who was singing it. I have a memory like blank right now, but anyway, that's not the point. Um, I feel that a lot of you, maybe you don't feel as confident, maybe with your body, maybe with yourself. And I feel that a strong message for you guys is that you need to focus on your um, beauty, on your nurturing, on your self love, self care. So, that is a very strong message that is coming through as a channel message. And yeah, I'm just seeing this person. Um, Maybe you like to do that, maybe you haven't done it for some time. I'm seeing this person, like, after shower, like in a very nice, clean pajama, like just doing their like skincare routine, like going to bed and chilling and, having like the lights a bit dimmed and just, I feel that the angels and the guides are strongly encouraging you to do that a bit more, because that's also helping you to be aligned with the energy of self love and beauty. Um, as an outcome to choice number one, you do have hope in a situation, um, and I'm hearing don't lose hope. So if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, there is hope coming towards you. And I want to pull more cards, because let's see what else do you need to know about option number one. So if you do choose to go ahead with this, let's see what do you need to know for your highest good. As an outcome, you have abundance, which is a very, very beautiful card. Um, so I definitely want to say that maybe for some of you, it can be in a career perspective. For some of you, it can be in a relationship. It can be in a friendship even. I feel that the outcome of this situation is just, you will experience abundance across all areas of your life. And I feel that, at the bottom of the deck, we have let go. So you do need to let go of certain things, maybe certain thoughts, maybe um, something that is influencing you to uh, think about certain things, or maybe thinking that, I don't deserve this, or oh, I'm hearing this self-sabotage. So maybe you feel that you don't deserve to receive something. Maybe you're trying to bring a job into your life, and like, you don't feel that you deserve it, and it's like your guides are kind of like saying hello, like you're worth of like miracles, you're worth to receive like beautiful experiences with the beauty card as well. Like that's the most important lesson that is coming through option one. So you definitely need to learn to also think like very positive, and to focus on beautiful things and self-love, and you know, focusing on things that you deserve. And we have one more card, which is Magical Blessings, which is honestly my favorite card in this deck. It's saying whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So, with the energy of abundance and magical blessings, um, you do have a lot of beautiful things and blessings and miracles and abundance coming towards you. So, if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, there is a lot of positive energy. There are blessings coming. I'm hearing magic in the air. There is magic in the air. So, there is magic in the air. Um, I'm sensing this like it's a miracle energy, 1000%. I will tell you from now. And what else do they need to know if they juice? If juice? What did I say? Okay, maybe you like juice. I don't know. Okay. So what else do they need to know from option number one? I'm hearing orange juice, by the way. Maybe you like orange juice. This is a funny reading. Okay. We have we have the cross, which is faith. So don't lose your faith that you will achieve um, your dreams if you do choose to go ahead with option number one. So having faith in your manifestations and in your prayers and everything that you're trying to achieve, you will be able to achieve it, and that's 1000% the outcome to your, you know, decision making process. So if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, you will achieve success and blessings, and you just need to have faith. And I'm hearing the universe is behind everything, so never feel that you're not supported because you are. I'm seeing like kind of like an army of like guides and angels around you, so never feel alone because you're not. And I want to clarify communication. So we have a falling card. We have the sun. I love it. I love this reading. We have the sun. So communication, you will receive very, very positive news. So this is definitely coming towards you. And wait, let me just show you. We also have like, this creature is like holding a heart in their hand. It's like, they'll be so happy, and like they're like surrounded by flowers, and like flowers as symbolism, they represent like beautiful experiences. So definitely the news that you will receive are very, very positive. I'm excited for you. And I want to clarify a bit the beauty card. So what do we have for the beauty card? No, they're saying move to the next one. Okay, let's see for the outcome. Okay. So for the outcome, what do we have for the outcome? What's going to happen from choice number one? 6 of Wands. Guys, I love this reading. You will achieve victory. So I don't know, like and you see like I'm channeling different messages, different decks. I have like so many decks open, like they're just they're all synchronized to deliver this amazing message, that you will achieve success, and they're all like positive cards. So I would be very, very, very like excited, and I want to pull one more card for beauty. So what are they talking about in beauty? Because this is your lesson in option number one. So why do we have the beauty card in option number one? We have the anchor. So the anchor talks about, establishing a foundation, placing your roots like a bit in the ground, because I feel that, you have navigated a journey, because we also have the journey at the bottom of the deck. So I feel that whatever you have experienced or are experiencing right now, I feel that the most important lesson in this situation is to focus on beautiful experiences, but also that um, you will finally be able to really like put an anchor like down into the earth and placing your stability in like one place. So I would say that it's very positive. And I want to pull more cards. So for option number one, so if you choose option number one, what is going to be the outcome? Although it's quite clear, but yeah, let's pull a few more cards because it's nice to see different channeled messages about, different options. So for option number one, what do we have? So we have the first chakra. So the energy of the root chakra supports our sense of safety in a physical world and reminds us to enjoy our physical bodies. So I will actually put it here because I want to put it here. And right next to the anchor as well, I feel that you're kind of being guided towards, if you do make this choice is, I saw something. We have a falling card. Sorry, I didn't see when we pull this deck out. Okay, so with the first chakra, you'll definitely achieve um, stability, but also some some root chakra healing, and with the anchor as well. So I think that option number one will give you more stability. And we also have a falling card, which is balance, and it's saying the frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony within all aspects of our three-dimensional and multidimensional layers of reality. So now with the balance card, I want to say that maybe you haven't experienced no maybe you haven't experienced balance in the past, but definitely if you do choose to go ahead with option number one, you will have more balance in your life, and this situation is going to bring you not only a very beautiful energy, because we have only beautiful cards, I'm very happy for you, but also it will bring you more balance. So it's definitely a good option, I would say, option number one. Now I want to pull more cards, so let's have a look. So we also have this card of reconciliation. So someone from your past is returning to your life. So this doesn't need to be in a love context. So I feel that if you have been dealing with a difficult person in the workplace, there will definitely be reconciliation if you do choose to go ahead with option number one. If it is in a love perspective, I want to say that you could be experiencing reconciliation with someone. They don't need to be from your past. Maybe you just had a disagreement in the present moment, but definitely there will be a reconciliation between the both of you. And I think we're done with option number one. Now I want to talk about option number two. And if I move to option number two, I want to say that the helpful answer in option number two is passion. So I feel that there is a lot of passion involved in option number two. I feel that you could be very passionate about something. Maybe you want to follow your passion. Maybe you want to follow a dream that you have. Or maybe I'm hearing choosing between two people. Maybe you're trying to choose between two people who to go ahead with. I feel that, this is going to be different for everyone. Just take it how it resonates, because it's a collective reading, yeah? In option number two, there is passion involved. So I think this is um, this is a helpful answer for you guys. And the lesson to understand in option number 2 is alchemy, and with Archangel Uriel. So the alchemy card talks about, transforming different things from your past, transforming different experiences into gold. Um, I'm hearing maybe you're dealing with a difficult situation, and instead of quitting, you could be choosing to confront this situation. Um, because I'm hearing if we don't deal with things, then we experience the same thing in the same, I don't know, workplace or friend situation or friend group. It can be really anything. But when we have difficult situations to navigate, it's kind of like, you're being invited and encouraged to deal with these experiences and to heal whatever is being triggered on your side with the alchemy card, and to really take the opportunity to transform a situation into something even better. It can also be like a learning experience for you. So option number 2 definitely talks about a lot of transformation. So you do need to transform something from your life. Now, in terms of outcome for choice number 2, we have creativity. So maybe this means, just being creative, tapping into your creative power. If you do want to pursue with a passion, it talks about, really tapping into this. And as an outcome, if you do choose to go ahead with option number 2, being super creative and doing something that makes you truly happy, but also channeling this energy into whatever you want to build. For some of you guys, it can mean like being creative in terms of how you communicate with someone, being creative, just being creative in general. So I think this is it's an interesting message as an outcome. So can we have more cards for option number 2 for outcome for pile 3? What do they need to know? So we have get more information. So basically, the get more information card, I feel that for a lot of you guys, you need to find out something that you're not aware of if you do choose to proceed with option number 2. I'm hearing hidden things, so definitely, and I'm hearing divine protection, so definitely you need to be aware of like certain things that you don't know with option number 2. So okay, let's get more cards just to clarify like what is like the outcome in choice 2. What is the outcome? So we have look in a book. Whatever your question is right now, you will find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring you the insight you seek. So I think that you need to find out something. You might find out something by reading something in particular. I think you will read something somewhere, or it has something, or someone will tell you something, someone will give you, because I was just like moving the cards around. We have friendship, so maybe some of your friends, or maybe a friend or friend of a friend, anything, it can be anything, maybe they will give you something, some information that you need to know. But definitely you need to be very careful to to uncover like this information before making a decision. Now I want to look at more cards. So What is the outcome of choice 2? So we have, oh my god, guys, we have the book again. We have get more information, we have look in a book, and we have the book. There is clearly like something that you don't know. You don't know something about option number 2. I don't know what this is, but you really have to like dive deep into it before like jumping ahead and like making a decision. Usually when I channel like double messages, you can see like again I'm using different decks. It's a very strong message. You need to be very careful. So the outcome of choice 2 is learning something very important. But I feel that, yeah, it is learning something very important, but also learning something that you don't know. So you will find out something about choice number 2 that you don't know, if that makes sense. Okay? Now let's look at choice number 2, because we have the passion energy over here. So the helpful answer for choice number 2, why do we have the passion? So let's see, why do we have the passion over here? We have divination. So embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. So I feel that choice number 2 is definitely something that maybe you can see clearly. Maybe it's just, yeah, like I feel like, or maybe you can't see clearly. Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to like channel this message. I feel that, okay, no, let's pull one more card. So for divination and passion, what does this mean? I have a vision of like a small ant, which means like small like annoyances about something. So maybe this is relevant. Something is like annoying, a bit annoying about this situation, but I don't know what this is. Okay, let's do. So passion and divination, what does this mean for pile 3? We have the 8 of Swords, but in reverse position. So it's like, you know, being stuck, having the illusion of like being stuck in a situation, or like liberating yourself from a situation. Maybe you want, okay. Maybe you want to liberate yourself, and like you decided that you want, or you want to decide that you want to liberate yourself from a situation. And maybe that you want to follow something that you're passionate about, and that you can see clearly. With the divination, we also, like with this card, we also have kind of like an energy of like reading energy. Maybe you're a psychic, maybe you're a healer, maybe, you know, this can be like applied for everyone very differently. But I would say that in a general context, it talks to me about seeing things clearly, like about this passion, like, you know, for sure that you have a passion that you want to follow. And with the 8 of Swords reversed, it's like, you know, you want to take action towards, you know, not, maybe you feel trapped in a certain situation. And choice number 2, it tells me that, you know, you want to take action to kind of like liberate yourself from that. Now, for alchemy, why do we have the alchemy over here? What is with alchemy? So, alchemy, why is your lesson transformation? Freedom. Oh my God, you see, I was telling you, maybe you want to just follow a passion. Or maybe you want to be with someone else who would give you more freedom. So the freedom card, it says the energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression and bold exploration. So the lesson in this situation is that you want to achieve your freedom, you want to have your independence, but also it's a transformative process. Um, and why is the freedom as a very important lesson in the transformation journey? What else can you say about? I mean, I know why, like I'm telling you why and how is this like linked together, but I want to see more guidance about alchemy and freedom. Like the lesson is transformative journey and like being like free, basically. So we have the clover, which is good luck. It's one of the most beautiful cards in this deck. So it talks to me about, option number 2 talks a lot about learning something very important. There are things that you don't know, but the major lesson is that you need to go through a transformative journey that will help you to achieve freedom, but it will also bring you good luck. Okay? And why do we have freedom and good luck and transformation? Because to me, it does seem like option 2 doesn't have enough, like you don't have enough information about option 2. So why do we have good luck if we don't have enough information? We have a falling card. The Three of Swords. So it's like, and the Strength at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you can see it. Yes. So it's like this situation that you think about, option number 2, can bring you, oops, okay, sorry guys, okay, you can see now. So it can bring you freedom. It's a transformative journey for you that will bring you freedom, either from, I don't know, an emotional pattern or a situation that you're dealing with. You could experience good luck, like there is good luck involved in this situation. But I think that this good luck with the Three of Swords together, okay, it tells me that you don't know something very important about this. Like with all these cards, with the Three of Swords, freedom, transformation as well, I would say that you're very lucky that you are divinely protected, because also like now if I look at the bottom of this other deck, we have protection, right? So with the protection card, I would say that you're very lucky to be divinely protected and to not end up in a situation where you would be in tears and have your heart broken. Because don't get me wrong, like option 2 can seem like an exciting option, but don't go towards option 2 unless you have all the information about this option, unless you learn something very important. I'm hearing documents, maybe it's about documents. So I'm hearing, it's basically telling me to have a bit of patience, to dig a bit deeper for option number 2, because yes, it can bring you the freedom and transformation and liberation and following a passion that you have, that you want, but it's also telling me that if you don't do it the right way, then you can end up in tears and like having your heart broken. And like, guys, I never give like negative advice. I don't think this is negative advice, it's just advice for your protection. Maybe you don't want to hear this, but I'm just, I'm just following the guidance that I receive also. So this card is like one of the most like painful cards in tarot. So um, it's like, you're divinely protected, like, okay, and you're seeing this this reading for a reason, because the universe is like protecting you to not do any like decision until you know more. And you're very lucky to be in this position and to have this insight before, making any steps. And I feel that option number 2 can be beneficial for you, but only after you get your whole information about this. Okay, guys. And I want to pull one more card for you, more clarifiers. So for option number 2, what else do you need to know for your highest good? So option number 2, okay, we have big happy changes, which is a very beautiful card. So it's a very mixed energy, and I want to say that you can experience great luck and great happy changes, but don't take action unless you have all the details and unless you learn some important information about this situation. Because then you're gonna end up like being hurt and being upset, and maybe like some things are just not gonna work out. But definitely explore it. You can explore it, of course, it's your choice, it's your life. I'm telling you like energetically as well, like what's showing us. So maybe keep it in mind, dig a bit deeper, and then you will be able to finally see things clear once you have all the information required. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys.